Hello and welcome to the Produce for Kids Food RX. The Food RX is all about giving you the information to be empowered and confident to make food choices for not only yourself, but for your family and your kids. I'm the host of the Food RX. My name is Jessica DeLuise. I'm a physician assistant and certified culinary medicine specialist. And I'm also the founder of Eat Your Way to Wellness, which is a medical practice here in the Pennsylvania area and a brand new TV show that is airing this year, 2020. So follow me at Eat Your Way to Wellness Jess here on Instagram, and you'll get all of the updates for the new show. If you head to produceforkids.com/foodrx, you're going to get all of the facts I talked about here, plus more, some recipe ideas, and access to all of the previous Food RXs. So lots of great information there. Now, if you've ever wondered, does an apple a day keep the doctor away, or in my case, a physician assistant away? The answer is yes. We're talking about apples today, and we are so lucky because not only do apples support wellness, which we'll get to, but we are using the Autumn Glory apple today. And the Autumn Glory apple, I never tasted. Now, I grew up in New York, apple picking every single year. It was the highlight of my life. I've never tasted an Autumn Glory apple before today, and I don't know that I'll ever go back because these are so good. It's like biting into an apple crisp or an apple pie or apple cider. I mean, it's caramelly, it's a little sweet, it's cinnamony, and yeah, that's a word, cinnamony, and it's all non-GMO, family grown out in Washington State, and it's delicious. So it's gonna really lend itself nicely to the two kid-friendly demos that I have for today. But as I start to core this, let's talk a little bit about facts on apples. So apples are great for wellness. They actually looked at people that ate more apples than others, and they found three things. So one study looked at people who ate more apples over the course of 28 years, and they found that those who ate more apples actually had lower risk of thrombotic stroke. So when we think of stroke, when we think of blood clot going into the brain and cutting off circulation, right? And then a lot of people have some post-stroke, deficits and things. Thrombotic stroke is usually what we think about. So eating more apples, they saw that people who ate more apples had less risk of that kind of stroke, which is pretty incredible. The other thing that they found, two other things, those that ate more apples actually had lower LDL cholesterol. So when we think about our cholesterol panels, there are certain parameters and limits that we want our LDL cholesterol to be under in order to not, have high cholesterol and have increased cardiovascular risk, right? So LDL cholesterol was lower, which is also pretty amazing. And they also looked at those people and they found that those people had lower risk of diabetes. So eating more apples, lower risk of diabetes, which is pretty incredible. And if you think about choosing an apple as a snack, I mean, apples are portion controlled, right? A medium apple is about 90 calories, portion controlled with some nuts. It's portable, it's shelf stable, meaning it doesn't have to be refrigerated. It's basically like the perfect snack that's already packaged for you, right? You don't even have to package it up. It's just ready to go. So really awesome benefits to apples. Now I took out the core and I'm slicing apples for both these demos in one of two ways. Either one, right down the sides of it, so the core is in the middle, see, like that, or wide ways, so I get a nice wide apple slice, just like that, okay? So we'll need both for either demo. The first demo that I'll show you is the ladybug or the butterfly, depending on what your kids like, okay? So this is an apple. I'll make a ladybug because I'm into ladybugs, I like them. So you're gonna take one of your wide slices, and I'm using tahini. So I'm just spreading it. This is gonna be the glue for the ladybug on the apple slice. Tahini is pureed ground sesame seeds. So if you have a nut allergy, tahini or sunflower seed butter can be a great option. But if you have almond butter or peanut butter in your house, you could totally just swap that in. So that's the glue. You'll get it everywhere, which is always a good thing. And we're gonna first put the body of the ladybug onto the apple. So we'll take an apple slice, or excuse me, a pepper slice. Now you can use peppers, cucumbers, carrots, whatever you have in your refrigerator, you can use. So I'm going to put this right down the center. So that's the body. That's step one. See, the body's on. And I'll move this knife so you can actually see what I'm doing here. So that's the body. So then I'll take a carrot and I'll put that on in a Y shape. So that's the antenna. And then I'll take sulfite-free, no sugar added organic raisins to make the dots. Now we care about sulfites because sulfites are an additive that can be added and they can increase your risk for, or trigger, not increase your risk for, but trigger a migraine. So a lot of people who have migraines or headaches, you want to make sure they be mindful of not only added sugar, which is a general wellness thing, but added sulfites, it's particularly in dried fruits. So is that not the cutest little ladybug you've ever seen? And now, of course, this is with raisins, but if you wanted to do a butterfly, so if your kids are into butterflies, you could do dried coconut on here, you could do some hemp seeds, you could do little pieces of strawberries or blueberries. I mean, you could do anything that you wanted, but how stinking cute is that, right? And now the donuts. So when you cut it wide, the apple wideways across the core, you're gonna get this here. And you can top this then with anything you want. So this is actually a coconut yogurt. You can use any yogurt that you have in your house. If you're using a dairy and animal yogurt, I would always recommend to my clients they're choosing an organic and a grass-fed and possibly finished, if you can find it, yogurt. That way, whatever the animal's eating, you're then getting in their milk, right? So you want to make sure that it's loaded with greens and grasses and all the things that the animal should be eating. So once you've loaded your donut with your plain yogurt, your toppings, whatever you want, then is the time to add your naturally dyed sugar sprinkles. So once there's less nooks and crannies for them to fall in, you put your sprinkles on there. And that's really just a 90-10 rule. So a lot of people live by the 90-10 rule, especially when you're parenting. Give your kids mostly good stuff, and then you could add a naturally dyed sprinkle. These are the sugar sprinkles. You could also add the candy sprinkles, whatever you want, so that your kids stay happy and you stay happy. And this is a great way to keep their fingers busy. One fun fact about apples, and you're going to find other fun facts at the FoodRx webpage at produceforkids.com/foodrx, but a fun fact is apples give off a gas called ethylene. Now, we care about ethylene because ethylene actually helps to ripen other produce. So if you're putting your apples near other produce like avocados or bell peppers or lettuce, it can actually ripen faster, and in turn it might spoil faster and you might waste it. On the flip side though, if you want to ripen an avocado, put an apple and an avocado in a paper bag overnight, and it should help to ripen that avocado. Bananas are another fruit that do the same thing. So just be aware to store your apples in a drawer separately, or you can store them out on the counter at room temperature. They won't spoil. Well, that's pretty much the Food RX. I hope you like these two family kid-friendly recipes demos. Sorry, I'm getting excited to eat them. And definitely follow me here on Instagram. It's Eat Your Way to Wellness Jess. And check out all the details for our new upcoming TV show. I'm so excited. It's a medical cooking show similar to the Food RX, but we're talking all about different diagnoses and health benefits of certain foods given their respective diagnoses. So I'm so excited to share that. Thank you to the Produce for Kids company. Their initiative to bring information out and recipes out to you all is just so incredible, and I'm so honored to be a part of the Food RX every single month. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.